I've got an e-training collar. It just arrived today. I bought it off of Amazon for around $60–70 and it came with 2 collars. They look like this. I've already paired this one. The remote control is like this right here. I'm gonna test it out on my hand to see what it feels like, but from what I've researched, it's not a shocking collar. A lot of people know these by shocking collars. They're actually more similar to a TENS machine. I actually have one of those. I use that for my muscle aches, all that kind of stuff. So this one has 3 modes. It has the tone, the vibration, and the shock. These are the contact points right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and it's on level 1 right now. I'm gonna go ahead and try it. So on the sides here, it has to decrease or increase the level. I'm gonna increase it to level 8. Oh, Jesus Christ, oh my God. That was a shock. Oh my God. Ow. Okay, level 2. I'm kind of scared. Okay, level 3. Nothing harder than level 3. Okay, well, I'll just make sure not to go higher than a level 3 or 4. Every dog is different. They're gonna feel it differently. I mean, it does feel like my TENS machine. I always start at low and then work my way up. I'll adjust from there. This one is apparently pretty strong. Always test out your e-collars to make sure it's like what you're comfortable with. Obviously, I turned it up to level 8. It says the vibration shock is unpleasant. It is harmless to your pet. So 8 was very unpleasant for me. It goes all the way up to 16. Let me lower it down to 1. Always have it on 1 just to be safe. This is the first time ever using this one here, the Bousnic. This one's pretty strong. I'm not sure if Lincoln, like what he would feel, but now that I know, I would want this to just be more of a tap, more of a reminder, not something unpleasant for him to experience. So always test this out on yourself. You know, that's how I see it. If I can use it on myself, then I'm okay with it. Now that I know, don't go higher than a certain limit or a certain level, I'm fine with it. So the e-collar, it's supposed to be a training tool. It should be used as a form of enhancing your training, and it's supposed to work as a reminder to your dog, like almost like a tap on the shoulder. So I'm going to be using the beep, the tone, as a form of clicker training or positive reinforcement training. So I want Lincoln here to associate a positive experience with that tone or that beep. So every time he does a command or he does something and I like that behavior, I'm gonna beep as a form of reward. I'll start with a vibration and then work my way up based off of how he responds to it, and that's going to be used in tandem with my training. So I want him to associate the collar with me and my commands or my training. So we're going to go ahead and see how he reacts to it and how this works. He already knows when the bag comes on, it's training time. Okay, so we want to adjust this as high up to the neck as possible. Okay. Collar should not be worn longer than 12 hours a day. This is good for if you want to have them in a large opened area. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the training. So what I'm first gonna do is I'm just gonna give him treats here and press the beep every time he eats the treat. He was like, what was that? So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to associate food and good pleasant feelings with the beep. What's that? What's that noise? We're gonna start with our training. Every time I want him to do something, I'm just gonna tap it. I'm gonna do the vibration first so that he can associate collar with me. Lay down. Lay down. Lincoln, sit. Okay guys, this is just the vibration. He's just like wondering what the heck is going on right now. I think it's gonna be easier to just have a wider range in order to use this. Okay, so it looks like he's getting kind of freaked out with the vibration. I'm gonna try it out on the shock one and see how he does with that. I think it's too much of a distraction for him and it's freaking him out a little bit, and see if maybe that's better. There's an issue with the beeping. I want the beeping to be positive reinforcement, but this one, it looks like it shocks and beeps at the same time, and I don't want that. Yeah, I'm not really sure how I feel about this one. I couldn't find anything about taking that beep functionality off of the shock, but I've actually gotten him used to the vibration right now, so he's not as scared and as frantic as before. So I'm just gonna have to use it on the vibration setting, because if I'm trying to use the if I'm trying to use the beep as a positive reinforcement and the shock or vibration as a form of reminder, I don't want to confuse him with that. So I think it's okay. I'm still on the fence on whether I'm going to return this or just keep it. I'm going to just keep on training and using this. I actually like it. I feel like he's getting his training a lot easier, and it's a lot easier for a little more effective than just treat training. Sometimes it's hard to get his focus or his attention, so that vibration, it's a little bit of a gentle reminder, like, hey, we're training here, remember, you're working, so work. Alright, so because we're just going around in circles, I don't think he likes that very much. I was having an easier time training him out in the sidewalk, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if I could probably try to record that. Good boy. Come on. I'm being very vigilant to cue, action, and reward. I'm making sure that my timing is just right. I don't want to confuse him, and I want him to know exactly what I'm looking for and what I want from him. But so far, he is catching on like this. I really love this form of training because this is not always relying on treats. I want the treats to come ever so often so that he can still associate that beep with good reward, good behavior, good feelings, but I don't want him to be constantly dependent on the treats. So this is a great alternative in my opinion, and as you can see in the video, he was doing really good. A massive improvement. There was a stranger walking by and he was barking, so I wanted to catch him in the act, but it was more of a muffled it wasn't really a bark, so I wasn't able to catch it in that moment in time. But I'm gonna learn new ways to try to teach him to speak, and then I can record it. As you can see, every time he gets distracted, I do the vibration and he'll turn around real quick. And every time he does it on his own and he's paying attention, his focus is there, he gets a beep, and that's positive, that's a reward. He doesn't react with the beep, but in his mind, he knows he's doing a good thing. I like this because it's a reminder that is external to me, and I want him to kind of find it within himself, to have that motivation to stay focused and determined and work through our training session and not lose that focus so easily. Sit. Good job. Good boy. As you can see, his training is successful today. From when we first began getting him used to the color, didn't take too long, just in a matter of a few minutes. I normally keep his training sessions relatively short anyway, so I think this is gonna be it for today. It's getting dark too, so I like the idea of the e-collar, but This one in particular, I'm not too sure about, especially for the method that I'm trying to use it in. It's not going to be effective, but I think that the vibration should be okay. But this is just for him, and I do have my other dogs. If I'm just gonna use one collar, then I might as well just return it and invest in one collar of equal value, and hopefully that one will come with a better setting, or setting that I can actually remove the beep when it shocks. If I wanted to use it on my other dogs, they will probably take it differently than Lincoln here does. What I do love about this is that it comes with a little charging. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. No, Lincoln. Down. Okay. Wow, Lincoln. So I did the vibration. I forgot he had the collar on, and so it took me a while to, even myself, getting used to this, but he just got on top of me. He got overly excited because I'm at his level, but I used the vibration and he got down right away. He knew, oh, I'm not supposed to do this. So wow, this just came in handy. That was totally unplanned. I didn't even think that would happen right now, but it did, and thank goodness I caught it on camera. So what I was saying is, I do love that it comes with a little charging port, so this charges. I'm not sure how, I've just opened it today, so I'm not sure how long this lasts. I've read other reviews that it didn't even last the day. The receiver itself also is rechargeable, so that's a plus in itself. I'm liking this so far. If you guys want to see more, then you can look down in the description down below for any kind of future videos. If you want to support this channel, go ahead and give this video a like, comment anything down below, maybe your thoughts on the e-collar training. I know it's pretty controversial, but that's only if you don't use it responsibly. Hopefully in this video we'll show you different methods that you probably haven't heard of or haven't seen before. If you want to see some tricks that they currently know, you can go ahead and click this video right here. It'll show you all the basics that my dogs know. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.